Hi, I'm Joe with SoFlo Jeeps and Apocalypse Manufacturing, and this is our TRX 6x6. I'd like to introduce you to the world's first 6x6 TRX pickup truck. It starts life out as the fastest production pickup truck known to man. It was Dodge and Mopar's answer back to the Ford Raptor, and we decided to make it a full-time six-wheel drive monster. This thing is a 6.4 liter V8 with a supercharger on it, putting out 702 horsepower before I touch it. Obviously we've got her pushing up 760 horsepower now, and it's got room for more. You know, we got our hands on one of the first ones. They're hard to get. Every dealer's only getting one, and they're asking, you know, the moon money for it. So we got a hold of one that we buy a lot of Jeeps from them, and we got to work. We chopped it up. It was very different than anything we've dealt with. You know, the concept of six-wheeling is still the same with our patent pending design on that center axle, but the difference is everything in this truck is super heavy duty. The thinnest piece of metal that's down there is a 1/4 inch steel thick. So all the bracketry, the axle itself, you know, the wall is about a 1/4 inch thick all the way through. We had to make the axle by hand. We made our own drivetrain from front to back, and then these things sport an active suspension, which is something you don't see anywhere else. It's a new Bilstein shock that's electronically tied in, and on the screen here you've got different modes and whatnot, and then you can pick driver modes, performance, sand and dirt and mud and rock and baja, and it controls how quickly they rebound, how much dampening. You can even adjust the height on this vehicle through those shocks, and it's really incredible. So tying in 6 of those and making them work electronically was quite the task, but we've got it working really smooth now, and very impressed with the way this thing drives. You know, again, I'm used to Wranglers and Gladiators. This thing weighs way more, a lot of horsepower, and it's a lot of fun to drive. Just a big heavy Cadillac rolling down the road. I'm surprised how smooth it is, how well it turns. Now, different than the Jeeps have a selector. Typically they're 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive, and in our case that's 4-wheel drive to 6-wheel drive. This, on the other hand, is all the time 6-wheel drive. All 6 wheels are activated all the time, and they've got a transfer case that handles how much power goes to the front, how much power goes to the back. We have the 2 in the rear mechanically tied together with our limited slip differential inside of there, and a Detroit True Track to move the power from right side wheel to left side wheel during a turn. But it's a true track, so if one starts to slip, they all bite. And then we put an electronic locker. The front and far rear axle already had electronic locker, so we have an electronic locker in the additional axle that we built. So this is a full-time 6-wheel drive. You can put it in 6-wheel low. You can lock all 6 axles. This thing is truly unstuckable. We didn't do much of a lift. When you double the springs in the rear, the car automatically sits up a little bit higher, so we went and put a 3-inch lift up front. Nothing too crazy. We're running a 37-inch mud grapplers on a factory wheel, but it runs and drives really nice. Yeah, so we are offering this build for sale. This particular one behind me is for sale, and you can have yours custom built. They take 3 months to build from A to Z, and we're accepting orders now.
What's the price range?
$250,000. It's a brand new 2021 TRX, 750 horsepower, full-time 6-wheel drive, 3-inch lift, 37-inch mud grappler tires. The bed is a full 8.5-foot long bed. The truck is 25 feet long, and it maintains its full active Bilstein suspension, so you can control it from the screen, soften it, dampen it, put it in mud mode, sand mode, off-road, and it's just an amazing vehicle all around.